Welcome back to Dragon Builders Quest 2. In the last video, we had just finished through the tutorial and we had wrecked our ship, finished the little preview film to kind of show us what was coming up, and then we ended up here. So Amy awakens on a sandy shore. So we will continue playing through and see where our adventure takes us. So it seems she has washed up on a desert island along with the wreckage of the skeleton ship. She decides to take a look around and see what she can see. Get some stuff while we're doing this. Ooh, is that a treasure chest? Oh, suddenly Amy hears a voice. There's nothing here. The whole place is deserted. Where is this place anyway? How did I even get here? The voice seems to be coming from the other side of that rocky outcrop. Amy might be able to dig through the sand to get to the other side. I want this first. Ooh, cat. Okay. Isle of Awakening, the land of infinite opportunity. Let's go over there. The sky is such a strange color. Have I died and gone to heaven? Or hell, more likely. Huh? What was that noise? Hey. Bunches, who the heck are you? Finally, a live one. Say, you wouldn't happen to know how we wound up here, would you? You were on a ship that sank and then you woke up on this beach? So how come you didn't get didn't cark it too? What's your story? Your name's Amy and you're an apprentice builder. Huh, never heard of one of those before. Congratulations, I guess. Anyhow, my name's Malroth. Hey, you want to see something really gruesome? Follow me. What's the matter? You're not squirmish, are you? Come on, you won't be disappointed. No, that's what I call dead in the water. Bet you've never seen anything like this before. Seems like you and me are the only survivors from the shipwreck. What's that? You don't remember seeing me on board? But if I wasn't on your ship, then how did I... Cough. Splutter. What the... Hey, that girl isn't dead after all. She sounds like she's in a pretty bad way, though. We should do the right thing and put her out of her misery. Erg. Gasp. Where am I? How did I get here? Yeep. You're pirates, aren't you? Filthy, flea-bothering birds who shall take me captive and demand a ransom for my safe return. Wow. There she goes. She's got a mouth on her, hasn't she? There's only one way to make sure she shuts up for good. Mind if I do the honors? No, don't do that. Get away from me, you villains. If you're going to take me captive, at least tell me where we are and how I got here. Well, we're on an island with nothing but sand, rocks, and a few corpses to keep us company. We must have washed up here with Amy when your ship sank. Just a moment. Do I know you? Yes, I remember. You're the builder from the ship. You're the one who ran around grinning when these horrid monsters barked orders at you. I knew you were in cahoots with them, so that means this is your fault. Well, what are you going to do about it? You're going to make the things we need to survive while we wait for a rescue party? Oh, well, alright. Even a ranked amateur like yourself should be able to use that worn-out workbench outside to make the most basic essentials. I'm Lulu, by the way. Now, what we will need to hold it out until help arrives. Let me see. Lulu's demands. We'll need shelter from the elements while we wait to be rescued. I'd rather not die of exposure before then. The walls must be at least 2 blocks high, and we'll need a door for getting in and out. Why not use this old shack? It's rather worse for wear, but I'm sure you can fix the place up. You can salvage some of the decking from the wreckage to patch up any of the holes. Just use the gloves of yours to pick it up, and you won't have to worry about splinters that way. 2. Cook food on a bonfire. We have no idea how long it'll take for a search party to locate us, so we'll need to find enough sustenance to tide us over until we're rescued. There's bound to be scully wiggles or 2 on the seashore. They're edible as long as you give them a good grilling on a bonfire first. We'll need some wood to build a fire. Luckily for us, there's plenty of pieces of driftwood and broken barrels from the shipwreck lying around. You may as well put them to use. Build some beds. Now I can't be expected to put my head down for the night on a lumpy old rock. I need a proper bed if I'm going to get my beauty sleep. I don't imagine you're capable of building 4 posters, so we shall make do with 3 piles of straw bedding. Place them in a row when you're done. Or place them in a row. Hey, don't start telling me what to do, bossy boots. We made you the leader here. Who made you the leader here anyway? Oh, pipe down, you Nethandrel. You don't even have the common decency to wear a proper shirt. You don't think you're impressing anyone with those oh so mighty muscles. Say that again and I'll show you how mighty these muscles are. Oh, Builder, you'll do these little favors for me, won't you? You'll save me from this savagery. That's wonderful. I know you do exactly as I asked. You consider these little tasks as training exercise if you like. Then when you become a full-fledged builder, you'll have me to thank for it. Training exercise? Who does this girl think she is? Remember what I said before about putting her out of her misery? Well, how about we put her out of our misery instead? Okay. So I guess we can leave. That rail gives me the hump. First she won't stop oiling, and then she wants something done. She's barking at orders like we're her servants. Don't let her boss you around, okay? You're a builder at the end of the day, not her skivvy. Yeah, I know. She's stranded here too, but what does that mean you have to help her? Don't be such a sappy, sad case. She's a castaway at the end of the day, same as us. You've got to look out for number 1. That's my motto. By the way, there's something I've been meaning to ask. You know, you said you were a builder. Is that like something to do with a duck's nose? Well, whatever this builder business is all about, I'll help you, but only so I don't have to hang around with her. Have you decided which of the errands you'll do first? If it was up to me, I'd mend those walls while we're here, just stuff some planks into the holes, and then hey presto, we were builders ourselves a brand new room, right? To be honest, I blanked out the rest of her requests. Speak to her again if you need a reminder. So I thought we were done with the tutorial. But appears not. But go. Our room. Amy, you repaired my room. Now I have somewhere to hide in safely should monsters attack. Not bad for a base apprentice. Just so you know, a room must have a door and walls of at least 2 blocks high. That's the first rule of rooms. Anyways, I'm ever so happy to have a proper place to stay, and you two are very welcome to stop by anytime you like. Well, she seems pretty satisfied with this new room. Right, next up is dinner. She wanted us to cook some of those scallywinkle things on the bonfire, didn't she? Is that something you can do? Bonfire. Big bundle of branches that burns brightly. What's the deal with that book? Huh? You just invented bonfires and now you can build one if you have enough materials? All you need to do is put together some wood and oil in that worn out workbench. Well, if it's oil you need, I can give you some. I wrinkled it out of the slime that got in my way earlier here. Thanks, man. All you know is wood. That girl said you can get some from the driftwood and broken barrels on the beach, whatever that means. Anyways, you better get that bonfire built. No use staying here. It'll only put her in an even worse mood than she's already in. There's no response. It's just a corpse. Ooh. A wave breaks on the shore and washes the body out to sea. Yikes. It's nice that he actually goes out and will help. There's no response. It's just a corpse. A wave breaks on the shore and washes the body out to sea. Alright, I thought that was something different. Cool. We'll place that here. What's that you made? It's hot as heck and it spits and crackles. It must be a bonfire. But are you sure that you know what you're doing with that? You know you're not supposed to play with fire, right? Let's go find a skelly winkle. Hey, man, I want to ask you something. Oh, just leave me be, man. I keep hearing about making and materials and builders, but what does any of that actually mean? You smash things you find here and there to get materials, which you use to make new stuff. That's what being a builder is all about. Okay, I think I'm starting to get a clearer picture of what it is you guys do. How come I don't know already? Look, they might be a penny where you come from, but I'm telling you, I've never met a builder before. Well, not that I remember anyway. When I get my memory back, I'll tell you about my blissful builder-free childhood. In the meantime, if you needed a helping hand smashing stuff to get materials, then I'm your man. I destroy pretty much everything I've touched. You know those skellywinkles Lulu was asking for? There might be some knocking about nearby. We'll keep our eyes peeled and bag them for ourselves. Ah. What's that funny looking thing you got there? It wouldn't be one of those skellywinkles that the girl was jabbering on about by any chance. It just happens to be. Well, it smells pretty fishy to me. If we ate one of those raw, they'd be checking up chunks till the break of dawn, and that's something I'd rather avoid. Look, your character even runs. Like the Animal Crossing. Whee! Place. Cook. Careful, Amy. The skellywinkle just fell into the fire. Ah, that must be how you cook it. So you builders can make food too, eh? Still, I'll be a little while till those skellywinkles completely cook. Let's look for some more materials while we wait. Food takes a little bit of time, right? See if we can build those beds a little more. No. Sniff. Yeah, aroma. Is that the smell of a succulently seared scallywinkle? I must have it. Ah, the scent of the seaside combines perfectly with the gravelly crunch of the sand grinds. Simply irresistible. But don't you have to limit your culinary repertoire to skellywinkles, you know? If you see anything that looks vaguely edible, try cooking it on a bonfire. I find a cooked meal much more filling than raw fare, and it makes me feel healthier too. Just remember that cookery is all about experimentation. Oh, how rude of me. I just realized I never asked your names. Amy and Malroth, you say. I know you're a builder, Amy, but what do you do, Malroth? Well, I don't know what I do. I woke up on this island and I can't remember anything before that. My memory's completely blank. Well, an apprentice builder and her amnesic friend. What an unexpected partnership. Oh, we're not partners. If you think a guy like me would team up with a puny little runt like her, you must be dreaming. Yawn. Speaking of dreams, it's starting to feel a little drowsy. It's been a long, stressful day, and that seared scully winkle filled me up nicely. So, Amy, how's progress going with those straw bedding I asked you to make? I'd really rather hit the hay. Straw bedding can be slept on. Here we go. She's got her book out again. What have you invented this time? Is that so? You reckon you can make straw bedding out of dry grass? Well, I think I saw some dry grass among the shores out to the west. Could it be what you're looking for? Ooh, expertise. I should look to see how much of this I needed. Oh, there he comes. So. Cool. That should be plenty. 35 sentences. One, two, three. Yes. There we go. This is wonderful, Amy. You made a bed for me and a couple for yourselves, too. Taking a nap during the day will help to recharge our energies, and after the sun goes down, we'll be able to get away. We'll be able to while away the dark and dangerous night in a dreamland. Sigh, I wonder what Mama and Papa would say if they knew I was rambling soldiers with the builders on a desert island, no less. When the Children of Hargon attacked my hometown of Rippleport, my parents were caught up in the fighting. Those maniacal monsters murdered them in cold blood. So I stowed away on that accursed ship, hoping to avenge their deaths, but I was caught before I had the chance to do anything. We all know what happened next. Oh, Papa, Mama, I may be marooned on a desert island with two lumbering lunatics, but I shall survive. I pray that you'll watch over me in these trying times. Anyway, thank you both ever so much for sorting our sleeping arrangements. It's been a long, hard day. I suggest we get some well-earned rest. Let's see now. You prepared the room, sorted out my sleeping arrangements, and made me supper. I do believe that's everything. I must say, this is a real relief to have a builder around, and judging by the quality of your work, one would never imagine you're still only learning the ropes. I know we're stranded here, but it's a weird day. In a weird way, I've actually been looking forward to it. I shall give you even more work to do, so you might blossom as a builder. The castaway life might be a little less luxurious than I'm accustomed to, but even so, I think this could be a fun little adventure. And for you, Malroth, this could be the perfect opportunity to absorb a little culture, and maybe even some manners. And now then, Amy, I want you to go out at first light every morning and forge 30 scallywinkles and 50 strips of kelp. They must all be cooked by lunchtime or I shall be cross.
Alright, now that Lulu's demands are met, I think we'll call it a day for now and just see where we're going to head off to the next time. So I hope you all enjoyed and will continue to join me on this playthrough. But until then, happy gaming!